But separately now, a New York City school specializing in Hebrew and Israeli cultural education has opened its doors to dozens of Ukrainian children who've fled the war back home. And i24 News senior U.S. correspondent Mike Wagenheim met with some of them on their first day.
It's the first day of the new school year here at Hebrew Language Academy, a publicly funded charter school in Brooklyn in New York City, a school that specializes in Hebrew language and Israeli culture education. 600 students go here, and this year, 40 of them are Ukrainian refugee children.
It has been the busiest recruitment summer that we ever had in the history of the schools, primarily because there are so many Ukrainians who have been coming to the United States, and particularly to this part of Brooklyn, South Brooklyn, which has been already very much Russian-speaking before, so they had friends and family, and we wanted to welcome them in our schools.
First day jitters are, of course, common for the new school year, but especially and understandably so for these Ukrainian children.
I arrived here with my mum and my sister. We've been in the US for half a year. Everything is fine here. I'm most excited about meeting new friends and learning English. I can do it faster here because it's the US. You need to know the language to study and to get a job. This school helps everyone.
It's been quite easy to adapt here after what we've been through. It's hard to explain. First, I was getting used to the roads, streets, then to transportation system in New York. It's been quite easy.
While these Ukrainian children are learning English, they have the added responsibility here of learning Hebrew as well, though it could actually be a help rather than a hindrance.
The main hesitation about Hebrew is the concern that they have to pick up English and at the same time they're learning Hebrew. So there is research behind it that when a kid comes into a class and he doesn't know the language that's spoken in the classroom, they actually become more comfortable faster because Hebrew is sort of this level playing field. Most of the kids don't know Hebrew.
The majority of the Ukrainian children recruited to come here to Hebrew Language Academy aren't Jewish, but it was Jewish values that drove the recruitment process.
How many of them are Jewish? Most of them are not. I don't want to say many, but there are quite a few who do have Jewish ties, whether it's a Jewish grandparent or relative or, just friends. Quite a number of them have visited Israel in the past, even if they didn't have any Jewish roots. Now, I will say personally, I'm driven by Jewish values. Anachnu aravim ze leze. And I wanted to do everything that I possibly could as one of the administrators, senior leaders of the school, to try to bring in as many Ukrainian kids, Jewish or not. Most of them are not, to give them shelter in this country as they're fleeing the war zone.